Years ago, Ayrton Senna, the master of Monaco, with 6 wins to his name, put in one of the most iconic qualifying performances of all time. 1.5 seconds ahead of his teammate and nearest rival, Alain Prost. How did he do it? Damon Hill and Martin Brundle have been looking back at an amazing day.
When you're driving, the feeling of expectation of getting it done and doing the best, being the best, gives me a kind of power.
Ayrton got in the groove that day, nearly 1.5 seconds faster than Alain Prost, his teammate, nearly 3 seconds faster than the next best car.
Ayrton's 1988 pole lap in Monaco almost immediately became part of the folklore of the sport. How could an individual out-qualify in the same equipment someone like Alain Prost by 1.4 seconds? That was an enormous margin.
I was like in a tunnel. The circuit for me was a tunnel, which I was just going. I had nothing other than going a bit more and more and more and more.
He says he actually felt himself out of the car, watching himself drive, and that is extraordinary.
I suddenly realized that I was no longer driving it conscious. I was kind of driving it by instinct.
Every racing driver wants to know how to go faster, and of course Ayrton, I think, pushed himself deeper and deeper into the places that most of us fear to tread.
Suddenly something just kicked me and I kind of woke up and I realized that I was in a very different atmosphere than you normally are, and I just immediately, my reaction was to back off, slow down.
It frightened you a little bit?
Yes.
That experience?
Yes.
It clearly was paradoxical. I mean, on the one hand, a kind of ruthless assassin on the track, and on the other hand, someone who was compassionate and concerned and responsible. So this is part of the fascination about the man.
It was physically more demanding back then because we had to shift the gears 2,700 times in a race. You'd have blood coming out of your hand at the end of a Grand Prix. It was just a frenzy of activity, and it was relentless for 2 hours.
All over the place, there was peril. On the old Monaco circuit, the swimming pool section was utterly terrifying. When you enter the swimming pool section, you were looking at basically a concrete wall that seemed to be 90 degrees towards you. That's why Ayrton's lap on that particular occasion was so awe-inspiring, because he wasn't intimidated by a very intimidating racetrack.
Some moments when I am actually driving just detach me completely from anything else.
The lap where he felt like he'd had an out-of-body experience.